My girlfriend, 27 female, did the sweetest thing for my brother, 9, and now I know she's the one. My parents split up 6 months ago, and my little brother moved in with me. Our mom moved 3 states away for a job offer, and dad's apartment only has 1 bedroom, so I got full custody. I was terrified I'd screw it up because I'm only 25 and work 50 hours a week managing a warehouse. My girlfriend has been helping out, picking him up from school when I can't, making him dinner, helping with homework. She never complains, just says, that's what family does. Last Tuesday, he came home with his backpack dragging on the ground, went straight to his room without saying hi. I knocked on his door and found him crying into his pillow. Turns out he'd signed up for his school's talent show 3 weeks ago, but now he was too scared to go through with it. He'd been practicing this magic trick every single night. Bought a $15 magic kit from Target with money he'd been saving from his allowance for 2 months. He showed me the trick once. It was basic card stuff, nothing fancy, but he was so proud of it. Kept saying, wait till you see the finale. Now he wanted to drop out because nobody's going to care anyway, and all the other kids have better acts. I tried talking to him, told him he was great, but he just kept crying and saying he wanted mom. That broke my heart because there was nothing I could do. My girlfriend overheard from the hallway. She walked in, sat down on his bed and said, can you show me the trick? He wiped his eyes and pulled out his cards. He did the whole routine but messed up the shuffle twice, dropped 3 cards, started crying again halfway through. She watched without interrupting. When he finished, she said, that was amazing. You know what real magicians do when they get nervous? They find one friendly face in the crowd and perform just for that person. Forget everyone else exists. He looked at her and asked, will you be my friendly face? She promised she would be in the front row. Thursday night came and I could tell he was panicking. He barely touched his dinner, kept checking his cards, asked me 5 times if his shirt looked okay. I drove him to school at 6:30. The show started at 7. When we walked into the auditorium, my stomach dropped. There were maybe 30 people scattered around a room that fit 200. Most were parents on their phones, not paying attention. My brother saw the empty seats, grabbed my arm hard and whispered, I can't do this. Can we just leave? I was about to tell him it was okay when the doors opened. My girlfriend walked in carrying a huge bag, but she wasn't alone. She'd called her 2 sisters, her mom, 4 friends from work, and her boss, who she barely knew. 9 people total. They filled an entire row, front and center, second from the stage. She'd made signs with his name in glitter and markers. They had foam fingers, glow sticks, noisemakers, everything. My brother's jaw dropped. She walked up to him and said, told you I'd be here. She handed him a card that said, look at me, in block letters with a smiley face. He laughed for the first time all week. When his turn came 20 minutes later, he walked on stage shaking. The lights were bright and you could barely see the audience, but I watched him pull out that card, look right at her row, and take a deep breath. He did the whole trick perfectly. Every single move he'd practiced. The card forces, the shuffles, the misdirection, the reveal. When he finished, her section erupted. They screamed louder than anyone, jumped up and down, waved those signs like he'd won a gold medal. Other parents started clapping harder because of their energy. The whole room got louder. He took his bow with the biggest smile I'd seen in months. Afterwards, he ran off stage straight to her, nearly knocked her over. She caught him tight and he said, you really came. You brought everyone. She said, of course I did. Magicians always need their assistants, right? On the drive home, he fell asleep in the back seat, holding one of those glitter signs, hugging it like a teddy bear. I looked at my girlfriend and she was smiling at him in the rearview mirror with tears in her eyes. That's when it hit me. This woman took time off work, rallied a cheering section, spent her afternoon making signs, and made my little brother feel like the most important person in the world. I'm looking at engagement rings tomorrow.